Hello everyone, Professor MoneyPigTrading. Today let's take a look at Iovance Biotherapeutics 24Q2 earnings. Very brutal price action. Today, May 11, 2024, only 7 minutes before my nanny left, so I'm going to make it this very brief video, okay? And disclaimer, we're currently long Iovance stocks and long call options do not represent any pharmaceutical company. Any medical question, please consult your own doctor. Also, not financial advisor, please invest at your own risks. As you can see, Iovance has been a really nice downtrend since Federal Reserve last October, November decide potentially they're going to drop the interest rate. Inflation is cooling down, small biotech bounce, and then Iovance had a really nice pop after the FDA approval of MTAV, right? And the price has been constantly declining since the inflation fear is coming back. And we have a little bounce since Fed said, well, potentially they can still drop the interest rate and they're not going to hike the interest rate. 2 weeks ago. So we see the whole small biotech space bump. However, after the earning, it breaks this nicely created uptrend. And right now, currently break below, which just looks really bad on the chart. However, still haven't filled the gap after the FDA approval pop, which we think it should hold because right now the outlook still look pretty positive. But let's take a look why there's a really big sell-off after the earnings. So the earning review, let's take a look. We do think, based on the management guidance, there's a really good chance that they're going to enroll more than 500 patients before the year end. Because basically, the current speed, there are 452 enrolled patients into the year end estimated if it's a linear relationship. However, they mentioned there are more ATC expansion and also there are organic month-over-month growth on the existing ATC. So we do think there's a really decent chance, following the management guidance, that we should have more than 500 patients into the year end. And based on our estimate, and also Jeffrey, the investment bank estimate, if they can reach 500 patients with the sales numbers that they provided, that should warrant at least $20 a share, assuming there's no interest rate change. And also, there's a larger than 50% of the chance that Iovance will get acquired between $25 to $35 a share before the year end, based on this positive outlook that they provided. And also, there's a really big data update in the 301 phase 3 show positive data potentially. May 31st, SCO event, which is the largest oncology conference in the United States. They actually got secured a really prime spot for the presentation. So we think, on top of other reasons, we think the potential results will look quite positive. We're going to mention in the next video. That will take me quite a while to make, so no time to put it here. And we think once this data looks positive, the chance of acquisition will become more likely, and the price of acquisition will also get quite possibly higher. And also, they do provide the NSCLC phase 2 trial, and this look like 2025 will have full enrollment. And we are likely to see the result at the end of 2025 and maybe a following BOA at the end of 2025 or sometime in 2026. And if the results are good, we do think the stock price will pop at least $20 to $30 a share because it's the largest solid tumor cancer in the United States, really big market, and nobody really have a solution for the last stage of the NSCLC. So we'll see if Iovance can break through there, but that's a pretty long term. We're looking at about a year and a half away from this clinical trial results. And also updates that for endometrial phase 2 trial, it will begin 24Q2. We'll probably see the result again in 2025 second half. So still a little longer dated away. I guess the most recent catalyst will be this May 31st. And also they have been mentioning many times, we also mentioned in the last video that they have another trial results also very important coming at the end of this year. So there are the two major catalysts coming up. But again, still everybody think the earnings report are pretty positive, but there's still a really big drop. What's going on? So we think there's some potential earnings material weakness, and I put ish because it's really ish. First, there's very little material in the 10Q to support the claims that made in the call, right? Like they said there are 100 plus patients enrolled. So analysts keep asking the FNQ, like, okay, can you provide some revenue guidance? Give us some hint, right? The management always said no, like we cannot provide it. We need to see. And they did mention the last call that they might not be able to provide any guidance until the earnings in August, which they will have way more details and the picture will be more clear. So I thought this unclearness will be okay when we post the earning update on Thursday night. But apparently on Friday, the opening is a big sell-off. So probably the Wall Street doesn't buy this unclearness, and any uncertainty will bring the price weakness. And that's we know the fact in the US stock market. So we do think if they can provide general revenue outlook plus their cash runway, we might not see this sell-off at all. So that's very sad. We'll definitely push the IR, Iovance investment relationship in the emails and see if they can provide a little more details. We find some possible reasons. First, why they don't provide the revenue outlooks very clearly in the call or FAQ, right? They might not have finally finished the final Medicaid and Medicare pricing negotiation. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think they haven't, maybe. But to us, very likely because how expensive this treatment is, very likely most of the patients that are currently enrolled are using private insurance, commercial insurance. So in that case, I don't think this case it's not that solid. But however, they can at least mention like, yeah, because of this Medicaid and Medicare price negotiation ongoing, we cannot provide a very detailed revenue guidance, right? They can say, but they choose not to. The other also possible reason, just something brainstorming, that emerging acquisition conversation is ongoing. And for some reason, they sign some kind of unclosed agreement with whatever pharma that's interested in buying them, not to disclose any early revenue numbers in this earning report. But of course, I'm just brainstorming, throwing two possibilities there. If you can see any other reasons, feel free to leave the comment down below. Happy I will respond. We got a lot of message on Iovance, so it might be a little delay, but we'll try our best to respond. So lastly, about insider trading. So there's a rule that insider can only buy or sell starting the second trading day after the earnings, which will be May 13, Monday. So we might even see wins by even more on Monday or next week. We'll have to see. But at opening on Friday, we see a really big dump of 4 million share, and that pretty much destroyed the stock price on Friday. And just want to let you know, this is definitely not insider trading. There might be some funds that's unloading because of all these uncertainties. But we don't know why, right? Because unless this fund stop out and come out, and this is why we sell Iovance. But otherwise, we don't really see price target downgrade. We haven't heard anything about who sold it and why, but we just have to see next week if there's any insider trading activities coming up. Okay, short video. Price estimate, we want to wait until the ASCO update. I'll see that frontline clinical trial, how it operates and performs, and we'll update the price action potentially in the next YouTube video update or next two video updates. So yeah, thanks for watching this short video. Make sure if you like our content and can check out our paid membership in Discord, www.moneypigtrading.com, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Radio, or MoneyPigTrading. See you guys. Bye-bye.